Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I will be reviewing the Upseat Baby seat that is used for feeding baby. So I've just got it right here. I actually, when Bo was a lot younger, so it just fits into there and it goes on the floor. When Bo was a lot younger, a friend of mine actually gave me theirs, and it wasn't an Upseat, it was a different brand. Mamas and Papas or something like that, and we actually had to transition him out of it into a high seat because what happened was he was pulling off the tray, and when he was done with his food, or even like while he was eating, he was kind of like pulling it up and the tray would come off. So I'm gonna actually pop a video of him sitting in the one before and then this one. So this one, there's a few things that are really good about it. So the one thing is that it's great that it's got straps. The other one that we had no straps. So he was like rolling out of it on the floor, and that was really annoying. Another thing that's really great about this is that this actually pops in. So this actually came separate and you pop it in. And so when the tray goes in, he can't pull it off, as you can see. So that's really helpful when a child wants to get out of their seat and doesn't want to eat anymore. He's not pulling the tray off and whatnot. The only thing that I would recommend to Upseat, and this is just a little bit of feedback, would be like maybe some, what do you call it, those suction cups, just so that it stays where it needs to be. Because when they're kind of starting to eat, they're okay, but when they start getting very mobile, that's when it starts getting like hazardous on the floor. But then they did make this seat, which is kind of cool, into a booster seat, like high chair seat. So this, in terms of transition, is kind of cool if you have the right seat. So if you have like a upright dining chair, our one's kind of like curved in the back, so we've got nowhere to strap this one, but you can actually put this in a chair, and so the baby will be sitting in a normal chair and this is like sitting on top of it, and then this kind of goes through all the little hoops and nooks to kind of strap him in. So there are like design elements of the Upseat that is a lot better than the one that I had and the ones that I have seen online. The only thing that I would say would be a huge difference in terms of ergonomics. So I don't know if you guys know about me, but I was a physiotherapist back in Australia. So I do always think about like baby spine, the position that he needs to be in is, so the back of the chair, and I'll actually insert a video of Bo sitting in the Mamas and Papas and then him sitting in this one, is that he's actually sitting up higher. And so in the Mamas and Papas, he's actually slouching, and in this one, he's actually sitting up, which actually allows, you know, better movement of the food to go down so he doesn't choke or gag. So they specifically made this inside. Just take off this tray. So to take off the tray, you just pop this out. So in the back, you can actually see that it's a lot higher. They've produced it to be a lot higher so that the baby's bottom doesn't just sink in. It actually sits up, and they're sitting up, and then they're able to eat. So, and also there's a lot more support around the back, which I find really, really good. So in terms of what I get it, I would get it in terms of, you know, if you're on the go and you need to feed baby, and, you know, you're taking baby to like grandmother or grandpa's place, and or you're going picnicking and you want to like, you know, take the baby to eat. This is like really, really cool. There are other like portable ones, but they don't give enough like support. This is really easy to like pop into the car and then the transition into the chair is really good, so that baby's feet are kind of dangling rather than being straight. So there are people that are there is one person on YouTube that had recommended that baby's feet shouldn't be sticking out straight and they should be, you know, supported. I had no issue with Bo sitting in it and eating. It was really nice because I would put him on the floor, and we didn't have chairs for a very long time, so it was really nice having him on the floor, and I was like kind of eating like in the kind of living room area, and it's really nice to bring him with me and being on his level and just kind of checking in with him, and it just feels a lot more comfy. You should never ever ever put this on top of a countertop. So when Bo was small, I didn't use this one, but the mamas and papas, and I would put him on, and it was very scary. I think actually my husband put him on because he was like, oh yeah, you know, we can just keep an eye on him. When they start getting very mobile, they will want to pull off the tray. Not obviously this one, but other brands, they want to squirm out, and there's not enough like stability and suctioning and all that kind of stuff to stop them from falling off a countertop. So please do not put it on a countertop or a table. I think even one person on YouTube was feeding her child in it, and I think that's maybe why I also tried it, because she seemed to do it and it seemed really cool. But yeah, don't do it on a table or a countertop. Do it on a floor. And it would be like preferable if you're like the type of person like me. I tend to like to eat in the living room, like while I'm watching TV or just sitting on the floor. I don't know, I like being on the floor. So this is like kind of something to bring baby to your level, and you can just kind of, you know, watch them eat while you're kind of doing your own thing. So anyway, that's the Upseat. I think it's really cool in terms of also the tray. It's a lot bigger. The one that I'll also show you another video of, the other one having the tray being a lot smaller, and obviously there's different brands out there, but I do find that that's really helpful, like having it long, because all my plates, the silicone suction plates, are like a lot bigger, especially now that Bo's eating a lot more. I like having that plate there. And so that's kind of nice to have like all the food kind of all in one place. I found that the other one, I actually had to take all the food out and put it on the tray, which is also another way to feed baby. But anyway, I really like the Upseat. I think it's great. I think the way that they think about the spine, how the baby should be sitting in the chair, in terms of, you know, this amount of support on the back, I think that's really good. And obviously the seat belt is really important. Like some brands do not do that. So I think that that's really important, strapping baby in, and also moving to a booster strap seat when baby gets older and more mobile. I think that's really, really awesome, so that you have the transition of the baby, not from just going on the floor, but in a chair and eating with the family when you're sitting on the in the dining table. So anyway, I would recommend it. It is pricey, but I think it is worth it, because you can definitely, you know, get baby from, I think about 6 months is when they recommend eating purees to, you know, however old, and they think they have it up to like 2 years old. So that's a significant amount of time that you're going to be using this. And in terms of cleaning up, super easy. There's no like fabrics or anything, so you can just literally wipe off the food and it's clean and brand new, which I find is really helpful. I also have a high chair, just because, like I said, I went from one of these floor chairs and Bo was busting out of it, so I had to get a cheap high chair, and it had fabric on it, and oh my goodness, the food was getting caught like in every crevice, and I had to wash the fabric. So it's actually really nice just having it bare, like plastic, and then being able to just wipe it. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy the review of the Upseat. I would recommend it. I like it. I would actually have to transition Bo into the dining chair because he's so mobile. He literally like wanted to roll himself out of this chair. So again, I think the suction cups would be great just for like my peace of mind, but I think because it is made for when they start being mobile to be in a dining chair and having it as a boost, I think that that would be the movement of where Bo should have been, but our dining chair is not made for that. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy the review and enjoy seeing it with something else versus this one to help clarify whether you should get this or not. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day.